What up, man? It's your boy D. BRcast, man. I wasn't going to even report on this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I've been watching Kevin Samuels, bro, for like a year and some change. Like, well, since 2020, the end of 2020. And, man, shit just, you know what's really disgusting about this shit, man? Women. Women. Man, say, when I tell y'all, bro, I'm so happy I came across this dude. When I came across him, bro, I found out a lot of shit about myself. I found out even more about women, how they get down, and I really thought it was me at the time. My ex-wife, like everything from, bro, like I had to look at the shit in hindsight when he started putting me on game. That man, that narc shit, real narcissist, all that, man, that shit, man, all that shit be true, man. And they gon', I mean, shit, women gonna stick together, and you seen it from looking at his show. He catch them in the dead wrong, putting the mirror up, letting all women, this how the fuck y'all look, night after night, putting that mirror up, but they didn't like what they seen. So they had the last shot. Oh, fuck this old nigga, man. He's a nigga gay. Whoop the whoop. He ain't married. Whoop the whoop. I deserve this. But, man, when he put that motherfucking mirror up, man, the way I move, I got divorced and shit. The way I move, like, you know what I'm saying? I started moving better. I'm not finna be around here just hitting, man. Look, I feel like I'm worth this, I'm worth that, you heard me? Even if I ain't got it, in the money at the time, I still value myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no motherfucker seeing my potential. If I know my potential, because I know me better than anyone walking this earth. I know me. You feel me? So if I know my potential, shit, I'm gonna move accordingly. And I'm a respectable guy. Women, they think I'm handsome and shit. Man, I grow, say, bro, I really grow this motherfucking hair on my face just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Usually I line my shit up, but when I take the hair off my face and have my little goatee and shit, they really be on. But anyway, man, fuck that. But yeah, man. But anyway, back to the, man, women really show they fucking colors. When it first hit, man, these women, the women that say they God's gift to man. The women that say I am this, I'm that. Man, these women raising y'all, man, look, women out here raising these niggas' kids. The women that's raising your kids are congratulating a man dying because they didn't like what he said. They didn't like the game that he put them on to about themselves that they didn't like, and the game he put the men on to. Because they disagreed when that man died, man. Rumor came out that he died. They is cheering. You mean these same pretty women that we see? Even if it is them builder bitches, But the ones that say they a bad bitch and they a dime and they this and they that, and this what they looking for, this what they want, man. Bitches will kill you. That's how I look at it, man. I ain't say, bro, it's like I feel like if a woman can be so happy that a man has died that never did nothing physically to them, and he only told them the truth, and they congratulate him when he died, and they doing it in the public, they letting it be noticeable, and they don't even care how they look. They just trying to get likes. This what the fuck the world has come to. They raising your kids, man. They raising your kids, man. Looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving, man. Man, from the Bible, what they say in the Bible, Lucifer was the most beautiful man on earth, the beautiful man in the heavens, the most beautiful voice you've ever seen, you ever heard, from the most beautiful man you ever seen. He was the devil. These women, niggas out here chasing them, putting them on pedestals. And see, we know we go through in our own personal life when we deal with women. Women to call the police on you just because. And if you've been in a real relationship, That's some pussy ass shit. And it didn't happen to you. It happened to me. It happened to me a few times. And I don't hit women. Last time I got some keys and shit thrown at me and she started charging me. I grabbed her by her forearms, and I set her down in the chair. Now in the process of doing that, because she bucking, she hit her head on the wall. Just a little, not nothing even dent the wall, not nothing, just a little boom. Oh, I'm finna call the police. And it's like, man, what? I had to go to anger management, pay them people, all kind of shit. And every time I get an anger management class, you gotta introduce yourself. My name Blase Blase. What you here for? I'm here for restraining my wife. And I was not lying. But we all have been through shit like that. We know how evil women can get out in our personal life. But when you just, you're probably like, well, they got women out there like that, but it can't be that many. She's just fucked up. No, man. The majority of these women are fucked up. Niggas out here looking for dimes and tens. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like this here, man. I'm gonna say that for another time, but man, these women showing how nasty they really are. And I feel like real women ought to step up. Build a campaign. Out these bitches. Man, out these bitches, man. Make these bitches come out the motherfucking closet. You know what I'm saying? Make these bitches come out the closet. Because they still got real strong women out there that carry themselves a certain way. That ain't gonna speak down about a nigga to a stranger and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still got women that live by that old law. I mean, shit, they eventually they gonna die out. Because generations, that shit ain't gonna get taught. It's 2022. A baby that's finna be born in 2022, right? 2047 when she's 25. Think about how the world gonna be then. Like, women didn't call themselves bitches back then. I'm a bad bitch. Nah, man. It came to that. In the 90s, you couldn't call a woman a bitch. Queen Latifah, UNITY, who you calling a bitch? See, niggas can be like, men, we can be like, you know what? Yeah, men, we do what we do. All right, we ain't shit, from y'all perspective. Okay, we ain't shit. Okay, we gonna take that. Okay, men, we go out there and we cheat. Boom, boom, boom. That shit been going on since First Man. You know what I'm saying? Since goddamn Adam. That shit been going on since Adam. Okay, all right, cool. We can admit that. You know what I'm saying? We can admit that. So that's all we know because that's all we've been. But if y'all been something else, y'all grandmothers and great grandmothers was these respectable black women that held down the house and raised your mother and your grandmother to be a certain way. And your mother raised you how they raised her, but somewhere up in there you was just like, fuck that. I know I wasn't raised like this here, but man, this is what it is. And when that generation came in, that this what it is generation, when they had kids, this what it is. So imagine how that shit gonna be in 2047. When this child is being born this year, it's 25 years old. Imagine that. Oh, I say, man. I mean, they always say women can cheat better than men. Women more sneakier than men. You know what I'm saying? So, Oh yeah, but I wanted to make a good point about that. You could in the 90s you couldn't call a woman a bitch. Queen Latifah, UNITY. Alright, so then you had songs that you know what song I think that kind of broke all that shit, like Back That Ass Up, Juvenile. I ain't throwing no salt on Juve, but I think that's when I look at music and the way music was shifting. I mean, Tupac was like, wonder why they call you bitch. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man, Juvie came in there, man, back that ass up, woo woo woo. And keep in mind, you had Uncle Luke, 2 Live Crew. They definitely did they shit, but I think it came. It was just like, like shit, that Cash Money shit. That shit just made it mainstream. They still had shit like bounce music and shit like that. You had Cheeky Black down there. You had buku bounce music artists, but they was not it ain't hit the mainstream until Back That Ass Up came out. Then, you know, in the early 2000s, it was like, okay. Shit. You know, 2010 on up, that shit went crazy. Niggas grandma calling themselves bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's taking more time for women to get exposed. We've always been what we are. You know what I'm saying? We've always been what we are, men. A lot of shit fall under that men. A lot of shit come with that, men. You know what I'm saying? Women, I think it's I think women just looking bad out there now, man. Real talk. I think they looking bad out there. And like I say, men, we just being us. We don't mind banging that bad chick. Yeah, you know what, man? She a hoe, but I'm finna hit that, man. For real talk. Yeah, man. Yeah, she one of my bodies. Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, you know, like that. So I mean, we've, you know, like, we not gonna stop fucking y'all. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna find a sucker duck ass nigga out there. You know what I'm saying? That you know the kind of nigga you could play, the kind of nigga gonna trick off on you, cause you know, like, man, I don't gotta be with this nigga, man. I can go find Wudu, but this nigga breaking bread, man. I'm gonna trick off on this nigga. You gonna always find that nigga. You know, so yeah, man. I think women, y'all really showing who y'all are, and it started with this man, RiP Kevin Samuels, man. It started with that man. He put that mirror up, and man, that shit spread it like a wildfire, bro. Like, when he was doing the cologne shit, I ain't know nothing about him. I went back, you know, because when I first get hip to a channel, I always go to the little sort thing and say newest, popular, oldest. I go to the oldest, you know, seeing them doing shit back then. You know what I'm saying? But he really put that mirror up, and he showed y'all who y'all are. Y'all didn't like it. You try to bash him. You know what I'm saying? And when a man died, y'all celebrate like he really did y'all something. That seemed like when they celebrated when Jesus died. Think about all those people, right? All those lost motherfuckers. Think about that shit. When he died, they celebrated. Hung him on the cross, they celebrated. Women, children, everybody celebrated. I'm just saying, man, like, all y'all finna be like Karens in the world. In a certain matter. You know what I'm saying? Not in a racist matter, but like, you know, like, I'm privileged. I'm a woman. Y'all should do this, do that. Nah, man. I think women, the real ones out there, stand up for y'all. Mix with the blend. And when you mix with the blend, the good gotta suffer for the bad. Because I know y'all still out there. Y'all not extinct. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. But y'all will be, you know what I'm saying? But not yet. For the real women, please stand up. And all that shit just put a bad taste in my mouth, man. And I'm just reading the comments, and I don't do no shit like that, but I read it, I'm like, man, look at these bitch. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, man, look at them like, bro, bro. And I just can't stop thinking, like, these are the women that if something happened to the men, or the men ain't shit, these are the women that are gonna be raising your child, your next generation. The future. The fucking future. The future? Come on, man. The fucking future. Hey, it's sad, bro. Well, Tupac said, I'm gonna end it like this here, right? Tupac said this in the interview he did when he was on the couch with Richie Rich and all them. He was like, that's why they gotta break these hoes, then shake these hoes. Bitches ain't shit. We don't love them hoes, and it's like that.